But I do want to send you guys a picture of, we just had a sonogram, and I want to send you guys in the chat what my baby looks like in the face.
They're super scary, though.
It's very scary, but Emily pointed this out, and then I extrapolated it. I just sent it, or it should be going soon. But my baby does look a little bit like Pentagon Jr., and I'm kind of scared about it. Like it doesn't have the stitching at the bottom of the...
I'm sorry, I didn't see the picture. I looked away. What happened? I heard Pentagon Jr.
Apparently my girlfriend cheated on me with Pentagon Jr. because my baby has the Pentagon Jr. mask.
I don't think you know how genetics work.
Yeah, it should. Well, neither does she, because she was just like, oh, it looks like it's wearing a luchador mask. It got your genes. And I'm like, baby, that's not how that works. Welcome to Fight Boys, ladies and gentlemen, the podcast about professional and not so professional wrestling. I'm your host, Scottye Moore.
Apparently.
Oh, fuck, I'm eating a chip.
Yeah, like, I was waiting for you to nom down on some Tostitos, you fuck.
I'm not fucking this podcast up, and I'm the Dylan.
That's because you already fucked up the first intro.
False. That was a false intro. You just weren't hip to the jive, Mark.
You did know.
You jabroni.
The crowd wasn't hot for it yet. We had to get the crowd building up more.
We gave him a good old dusty start instead of a dusty finish.
Yeah, and it's only the Twitch people who know.
Speaking of the crowd not being into it, SmackDown happened this week, and
oh god,
they decided that Daniel Bryan versus Mustafa Ali and Asuka versus Charlotte weren't worth getting loud for.
Yeah. That was weird.
And that Asuka beating the shit out of two people with a kendo stick. By the way, she posted on Twitter, I think it was today, being like, I will teach you the way of Bushido. And I was just like, holy shit. That only works if you say it. If anybody else says it, then it's racist. That's beautiful.
The way of Bushido. It involves a lot of murder.
Did you watch where Charlotte basically did the same thing she did in the Ronda match and say, I'm gonna lose. Fuck it. Pap! And gets out the kendo stick? Because, like...
Yes.
She looked like those drinking birds that you put over a glass. Because she was just like, up and down. She looked like the bushwhackers with this fucking kendo stick. And then Becky just grabs it and is like, do you think that's how you do a fucking kendo stick shot? And winds up and just wails on her.
Oh, I'm gonna show you how to do a kendo stick.
Bam!
And then Asuka was like, I've done actual hardcore matches.
You're gonna die today.
You're gonna die. I hope Asuka comes out in the face paint Sunday. That's honestly my one true desire.
Has she done
she
that?
Comes out in the evil clown face paint. No,
Yeah.
she hasn't done that since she's come to WWE. So like nobody knows about the phase where she wore what was essentially like almost German military outfits and like devil clown face paint and just murdered women.
Oh, fuck. This just reminds me that we have to do predictions later, and I don't know shit about the card.
Oh, man,
By the way, I want you to know, they haven't posted the final bit of it, but I at day 14 or so was in the top 100 for World Tag League pick'ems, despite picking the best friends to win.
Yeah. Other than that, you might have been golden.
Honestly, yeah, probably. If I'd been a little more harsh, I probably would have got there.
Until Suzuki gave Chuck Taylor a death warrant, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I'll sign this." Bam.
Sure, it's no problem. Yeah.
Oh man.
I look forward to the next. I look forward to Wrestle Kingdom, where I hope he shows up in the. There's a the 6-man tag has like a qualifier.
Yeah.
Because God has the tag and the 6-man titles. At least, yeah. So
Who are they holding it with?
Fuck.
Who's the third man? Is it Fale?
no, it's Taiji Ishimori who's going for the junior title. So like, there's no reason for fucking them to have the titles, but like those belts don't mean anything. So, so I'm hoping the Chaos team is Chuck, Beretta, and fucking Yano Toru. And then Suzuki Gun comes out, and then Beretta and Yano Toru get like slowly back away from Chuck, and then like get on their stomachs, get out of the ring, still looking, and he's just like, "We can take him." Oh, guys, shit.
No.
So, I watched SmackDown this week.
Yeah.
But I did not watch Raw, and I heard that
was the correct decision. I mean, you got to watch 80s white boy rap group The Bar.
it was so fucking.
I haven't seen it
picaresque.
yet. I want to see it. I was at work.
See, I watched the video for the beginning of that segment, and then they started talking, and then my empathy, like where I can't watch other people be awkward and like embarrassing in public, kicked in, and I was like, no.
Yep. Oh, I was definitely. I felt like I was on the same level of watching an episode of The Office.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Xavier just like looks into the camera, goes full Jim.
Yep.
Now,
To be fair, the bit at the end where they go "word to your mother," they both drop the mics and they make the bar symbol.
That's cool.
That was pretty cool. That's a GIF you use for things.
I will say, Blake, we did see, because I did watch bits of SmackDown, we did discover something, and I guess this is slightly wrestling related because it's the only advertisement you'll get. But Todd Chrisley did steal a black baby, and I feel like we would be amiss if we don't talk about this.
What is going on that show? I admit I've never watched it, other than the first, 2 minutes that you see after a WWE show goes off the air.
I will just say, I guffawed laughing at work with customers around, because I sent Blake, did the Chrisleys steal a black child? And then I looked down at my phone in all caps, all I see is, fucking what? What? So, yeah.
I was so confused.
I still
It's okay, guys.
We need to start a show called Chrisley Knows BS, where we review each episode.
There you go. That's where the money is, not in this wrestling stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of things that aren't wrestling, Shane McMahon had a match on SmackDown. And
technically, if you're talking about things not wrestling, that would be The Miz in that segment.
Yeah. How many?
No. The Miz
was
was pulling a Christian back when Edge won King of the Ring that year, and all he did was hold up Edge's trophy.
Yeah.
That was what happened there, and then fucking Shane McMahon had the worst shoot everything ever, and then put on the world's sloppiest triangle, and then the guy tapped out, and then Miz and Shane McMahon celebrated, and I died inside.
Well, see, I didn't watch it. I only read it back on Wrestling Inc., which is supposed to be he gets in the ring, he performs this power slam, and then runs to the ropes, and then this. But it literally was Shane gets in the ring, botches, manages to put them in a triangle, they tap out.
Well, that's
a very accurate and actually somewhat generous way to put it, but yes, that is what happened. No, SmackDown was pretty good. Raw, which by the way had its even lowest ratings this Monday.
Even lower, they keep going down.
Yeah, it's almost like they have all this talent, but they put Baron Corbin in the main event.
Despite Seth Rollins coming out and being us, I was so happy for Seth just to come out and be like, because anytime they mention a heel team as a positive thing is the moment where you're like, they're doing that work shoot thing, brother, because he was just
that's dangerous territory, because that work shoot thing, brother, is what killed WCW.
Yeah. As Meltzer pointed out earlier this week, and many people had some healthy debates on in the Squared Circle community, and by that I mean they screamed at each other over the internet.
I mean, is there
Correct.
anything saying Seth Rollins shouldn't like the Revival? Like, in character? Because I don't think they've feuded particularly. So I think it's alright for him to be
he did. I believe he did wrestle against them at one point.
Well, yeah, everyone has, but it doesn't mean that there were feelings exchanged.
Everyone has beaten the Revival at some point, I think you mean to say.
Yeah, that's the sentence you were looking for. Because I feel like it's easy for him to look and be like, this is bullshit. They shouldn't be in these matches. They're at least decent wrestlers. It's not a question of character, it's a question of talent. So I think
right, but the thing is that like he brought up ratings and he brought up that it's a show meant for ratings, where the like overarching thing about it is that it's like the Muppet Show. So like they're putting on a series of competitions, but you also get to see what's happening backstage.
Yeah.
And like they completely took that out of the way of being like, well, we're also trying to get ratings. No. Each character's motivation is to beat the shit out of another half-naked man that week. Yeah. And that's all it needs. And when you start doing the work, shoot brother, then it just makes it confusing for the small children.
Who would be the Kermit of the WWE Muppet Show?
Stephanie McMahon.
And I don't know why, but I really want Cesaro to be Fozzie. Just because... If you'll remember
You're putting way too much thought into this analogy. I need you to rein it back in. I need you to Roman Reigns it back in.
And then the New Day are the two old men. Just sitting down making fun of matches the whole time.
He's just gonna keep going.
What's her name? Statler and Waldorf?
Yes, yeah. Startler and Werdeburf.
Also, Heath Slater has had more to do in this week than he has in the last year.
Yeah. Oh,
I thought this was interesting, though.
So, I'm sorry, Cesaro's the Swedish chef. Back to what you were saying.
God damn it. No, I completely lost the thread. Heath Slater.
Yeah, he's Slater, who, like, out of nowhere decided to pull... It wasn't even like a Brad Maddox. It was just like, God damn it, have to do my job, like thing. Like the way in which he rolled out of the ring, like, God, I have to clean up this fuck off's mess.
Yeah.
And then grabbed Baron and pushed him down was great. And then also the way he sold a super kick like death.
The thing that I noticed about Slater after what he'd done this last week is we go through like these cycles of Slater. It's like El Nino. It only comes around once every 3 years. But when it does, he's on TV a lot more. Mm-hmm. Like, you saw him doing this during the lead up to Raw 1000, all the old school stuff where he got beat up. You saw him doing this when 3MB came out and they got beat up.
You saw this whenever Slater and Rhino were a tag team and they were champions.
Hold on, you skipped Slater Gator.
Slater Gator was good. I will say there was a moment during this show where Drew came out and I didn't realize that they were doing the rematch between him and Dolph, where I was like, wait a minute, Slater just became ref. Please fight Jinder Mahal with Slater as the referee.
No.
Yeah, I know they wouldn't do it, but still.
Jinder Mahal has to be doing shit with Alicia Fox because the championship for the Mixed Match Challenge is...
Yeah, right? Because if you had looked at me and said, hey, Scottye, here are the 4 teams for the Mixed Match Challenge. Pick the 2 that won't be in the finals. Yeah, those 2 are the ones going to the finals.
I'm glad we didn't do a prediction series for that one.
Yeah.
And Alicia Fox, and then, was the other one Curtis and Ember Moon?
No, it's Truth and Carmella.
Oh, okay.
Who are definitely taking it, right? Which I feel like that was a decision made after it started. I feel they were
No, it was.
Yeah.
No, it was. 100%.
Yeah. They were like, oh, this seems over. Let them win it. And now,
by the way, how did Asuka lose? Did Miz get pinned?
Yeah, it was Miz.
She beat the Miz up?
Yeah, Miz was being an asshole, and then after the match, Asuka just, like, stares at him. And it was almost like I could see face paint and Nazi regalia come up on her body. And then she just beats the shit out of the Miz.
God, do you have a link to that? Because I need to watch that and
Yeah, she full on
and be
Marine
happy.
sixed the Miz.
It doesn't count unless she roundhouse kicked him to the face.
Oh no, I think that's a spot. I think that happens.
All right, look that up. Someone to get back to me.
Yeah. So
But yeah, no, wrestling's happening, and it's just a thing.
Not good
It's
right now.
what it is.
Listen, the life is bad all around because like now things are now former WWE superstars are going through hard times. Big Cass had a bad incident last week, and
Yep.
I had to like be like, oh, that's not what you want to happen to anyone, regardless of how you feel about them.
Yeah. What exactly happened? Because all I heard was he had a seizure. It
was after the show. It was in the lobby.
No, it was in the middle of the show because he was supposed to do a spot with Joey Ryan.
Oh, I apologize.
Yeah.
I just heard that it wasn't in the ring.
Yeah. He was, I think it was pre-show, he was signing autographs and then just had a seizure, passed out, and they had to take him to a local medical facility, as Michael Cole would say. And then he was replaced by the Blue Meanie later in the night. Who I can only pray was dressed like Big Cass, but I don't know.
No, he was dressed like Blue Meanie, but to be fair, Blue Meanie versus Joey Ryan is a dream match.
Yeah.
If I've ever heard it.
Blue thingy. I will also say I'm terrified for Ric Flair. Because as a man who tried quitting drinking, but then saying, well, you know what? I'll just go back to having like 1 or 2 drinks a day, or 1 or 2 drinks whenever I go out, and then it going crazy again. I know the path Flair.
Woo!
Yeah. Have you seen the interview he's done with Steve Austin? Because, like, you know...
I can only assume that there was a lot of slurring involved.
Well, talking about the health scare and the big coma he got into, and, you know, he says that he started drinking at 15 years of age, and every day while he was in pro wrestling, he drank, so his entire life.
Yup.
And then Flair's first word that they're quoting is, everybody's blaming it on drinking. I'm like, yeah, Flair, we probably are.
You should be blaming it on the fact I got dropped on my head a lot for the last 40 years.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, he did also survive a plane crash.
Yeah.
He survived getting struck by lightning.
He survived living Ric Flair's life.
But also,
you ever hear the story about? I think it was Lex Luger or like Sid Vicious. Like one of them like spent like a night, like living the Ric Flair way, and he was just like, I spent all this money on this hotel room I didn't even stay in. Like I've gotten no sleep. I was out all night drinking in these expensive clothes. And Flair was like, yeah, bro, you gotta live the lifestyle. Woo! And like that's the story that sticks with me.
Also, in the rest of this, he does go on to say that he does 500 free squats a day and has been cleared to wrestle. And I'm like, no, don't. Just don't, Rick.
See, I
also,
believe
Rick,
the 500... I'm sorry, go Blake.
Oh, I was about to say, I don't know if I do believe that, because I've done 316 free squats once before, and it was hell.
Did you do that in honor of Steve Austin?
Do you not remember?
No, I don't. Because I know
we had a competition.
Oh, yeah. No, my first day
Who could do more free squats after leg day?
Oh, shit. That was bad. Who won?
Yeah, no.
It was you, wasn't it?
No, we stopped after 316.
Oh, wait. Then we definitely did it in honor of Steve Austin. Because if I was the one who said to stop, it was definitely me.
It was definitely because of Steve Austin.
Yeah, we one of my first days at wrestling school, we did 300 free squats because we got in trouble. And I was like, please don't do this to me. It was as bad as the day my MMA coach made us do 200 burpees in a row, and I then hobbled home and fell asleep for 24 hours.
Also, I would like to say,
yeah,
that all this shit is bullshit about Ric Flair. Man knows what he's doing. I don't blame any of it on drinking. You know what? That guy sitting over there, just fucking pink underwear everywhere.
Okay.
He never had a bad thing happen to him because he was drinking. You know what they say? They say that drinking makes you feel like you're a small man, like you're tiny. And like other people lord over you because you've got this huge, massive problem. But I wish to contravene on that fact and say that you can measure a man's success by the length of his limousine.
Blake, how much limoncello have you drank tonight?
Not that much. I was just...
I
just wanted to do a promo on...
Quoting the theme song to a load of BS. Thank you.
It's about fucking Ric Flair. It is about fucking Ric Flair, isn't it? We can agree on that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Have you, I've finally done it, guys. I've been on the precipice of turning on CM Punk, but I have finally whipped myself off the edge and fell into Colt Cabana's arms. Have you read about...
Wait, Scotty.
Yeah.
When you did that, did he whisper in your ear? You know, I've been a veteran of this for 20 years.
And then he dropped me. No. Have you read the updated shit about the lawsuit? Because apparently the first one got dropped, but Colt's going again.
Doing it again.
Fuck you, Punk.
And now he's going for... So wait, I've read full things. I'm afraid I don't know the full story. Wasn't part of it that Punk was like, hey, listen, if we go in with the same lawyer, I'll pay for it.
Yeah.
And then Colt got his own lawyer, therefore nullifying the original deal.
I don't think I haven't read about that part. All I know is this quote from Punk, from a Punk email. To date, I've spent $513,000 on the Aman lawsuit. Firstly, holy fuck. My outstanding bill is at least $300,000. Half of this is yours. Divide it by 2, that's what you owe me and what I expect you to pay me. Starting now, I'll no longer be paying your bills, you're on your own. Whatever my bill is currently will be cut in half, and half will be yours. If you choose to make this all ugly, that's fine too. I hope you won't, but I gave up on you doing what is right a long time ago. Fucking damn!
Man, he's a...
Yo, damn, Blake!
What? Maybe I have had too much lemon... No, that stands. He's...
I was like that. Maybe I've had too much... No, you can never have too much limoncello. But no, apparently another...
What was the date on that email?
Like April of 2016.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see.
But apparently another thing involving it was the fact that Cabana was... Cabana agreed to everything, and he also agreed to, I will not give in to any demands that they make. I won't give in to anything. Because Cabana could have easily been like, hey, I'll take this down. You just sue him. It's okay. But...
Yeah, he really did have a lot of solidarity with Punk on a lot of that stuff. And I think it's also because he felt like Punk deserved just as much to, like, tell his side of the story, you know?
Yeah. Which he did. Fair point. But you know who deserves more than that, Blake?
Ghazi.
That fucker Ghazi, who did, unfortunately, rest in peace, because, like, the last stream he did apparently is going to be the last one for a while. But you did fucking...
What did we do to him?
I don't know, but Brew Dylan kicked my ass. He punched me in the dick, and that's when I knew it was all over, and pinned me for the title. And of course,
Wait, did I actually come out to the Brood theme music?
Not the theme music, because I don't think it's in the game, but I do know you come out with some bloody-ass face paint, and the fattest Gangrel he could find.
As my manager?
Yeah, as your manager.
Yep.
Fuck yeah!
But according to the other stipulation we made last week, that does mean me and Blake have to join in as the Fight Brood. So now we have to be the Edge and Christian of the affair.
You two can fight about who's who.
Yeah.
Okay, brother.
Oh yeah, I'm Edge. We discussed this. I'm the ultimate.
We
opportunist.
already know how this is going to happen, yes.
we are already well aware and acquainted with how this is going to go down.
Oh, you have no idea how badly I want me and Blake to just go to Adult Swim offices one day and just show them an episode of Edge and Christian's show that totally reeks of awesomeness and be like, okay, this, but now with us. They're like,
It's
wait,
like-
what?
I don't know, we had an animated version of that for a while. It was called Robot Chicken. They had a lot of different people on it.
Yeah. Oh, God. But anyways, guys, where did we meet Ghazi again? Oh, wait. Other than the Ring of Honor show?
I'd never met him.
I've never met him either.
Patreon.com/loadofbs.
Oh.
That's right.
I met him on the stream once.
Yeah, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Patreon.com/loadofbs is where you can support the Fight Boys and all your favorite BS network program. It helps support us. It helps us support hosting the podcast, which does cost money because I don't know why. I don't know why YouTube allows people to upload full fucking Larry the Cable Guy Health Inspector full movie for free. But podcasting you have to pay for, which is still weird to me. But in order to help us support, you can over at patreon.com/loadofbs. You get access to our exclusive Discord. You get shouted out on the show of your choice every week, like that fucking asshole Ghazi. And you get all kinds of extra cool things over at patreon.com/loadofbs. And now, boy.
Did we have a false start to the Patreon plug as well?
Yeah,
because we got sidetracked?
That's what this is. That's what this night is.
Oh, man.
Also, in the chat, Gaster Two Souls is fighting the Illuminati, despite the fact that the Fight Boys, for some reason, the podcast Illuminati's only coming for a load of BS, not this show.
That's because they don't know that wrestling exists.
That's what it is.
And they're better for it.
Yeah. But before we get into the predictions for TLC, we got to get into Just Watch. Just Watch. Part of the
It's alright because I'm officially petitioning us to call this one BLC.
BLC? Okay.
Bacon, lettuce, and chocolate.
Thank you. No, I do love the idea that in the JWF it's called a CLT match. Chairs, ladders, and tomatoes. What are you talking about, Tiff?
We throw tomatoes into the ring. It's really good business. Make my own ketchup with it.
So, hey, at Sexy Chucky T, you think my baby looks like Pentagon Jr.?
Junior? Also, if we throw tomatoes at you, can you make ketchup out of it?
At Penta. Oh wow, we can tag both.
See, I was gonna say, hey, make a post about him being crazy, but yours is just as valid.
Yeah, and he's crazy enough that he's like, it is! He fucked your girlfriend! Whoa, okay, Chuck, damn.
Ooh.
RT and follow.
Hold on, I just need to make sure.
Oh, are you doing our secondary Dust Watch, also known as JBL Watch?
Oh, nope, still blocked by him.
Well, I doubt he's gonna stop. Although I do love... The other day, someone tweeted that he made, apparently someone made a sign about JBL. And they tweeted it to JBL, and he's like, why don't I have you blocked yet? And I'm like, okay, good. So he does realize this is his gimmick.
Yep, that is his thing. Has he blocked the Fight Boys?
That's where I'm headed right now, good sir. Give me one moment. It's been a week, so I don't know if he's seen... maybe he just passed by it and ignored it. Yeah, he doesn't care. He just doesn't care about us.
So 2019, we got to get blocked by JBL as well.
I feel like Gold Dust would be easier.
I mean, you can do that literally in five seconds. All you do is, hey, at Gold Dust, do you know about Relic's old partner in TNA?
Hey,
he bears a striking resemblance to you.
You know what? I think I would rather tweet at an old rich white dude that's still very successful and lives in a tax haven that's just an asshole, then I would tweet the dude about some of, like, the worst, lowest point in his life when he was dealing with a lot of addictions and shit.
Hey, at JC Layfield and at Goldust, we're starting the first ever blocking 5K. First one to block us wins. Hashtag Dustwatch 2018.
What was the name of his TNA character?
7. Nope, 7
no.
was WCW. Black Rain.
Black Rain.
Black Rain, God.
I'm sorry, like, it's fucking OSW. Those damn Europeans have kind of ruined that whole thing for me. It was just so.
Also, Blake, can you send Tibbs into chat because I don't have control over it because I'm having to look up the card for WWE TLC, a show that I don't think any of us really know that much about other than Charlotte, Becky, and Asuka are going to have a good match.
Dino's gonna face Seth. Baron Corbin's gonna face fucking Braun for GM control of everything.
Yeah.
I don't know what's that. I think the Bar is facing.
Also, if Braun wins, he doesn't become general manager. By the way, he just gets to fight Brock Lesnar.
I thought he got to become general manager because that made it way more interesting.
No,
That would be so much more interesting. But also, it would change my prediction.
no. If Strowman wins, he will receive a Universal Championship match at Royal Rumble, and Corbin will be stripped of all authoritative power. If Corbin wins, he will become full-time GM of Raw. Rey Mysterio versus Randy Orton in a match no one asked for, a chairs match.
I predict that Rey Mysterio is going to try to, drop the dime, where he just does like the planking thing, and he's going to get RKO'd onto a chair. So Randy Orton.
Yep.
Yes, Randy Orton.
No, he doesn't, and Randy throws a chair at his skull.
Pulls a Chuck Taylor.
Yeah. I got Orton as well. Buddy Murphy versus Cedric Alexander, singles match for the Cruiserweight Championship.
All things adhere to Murphy's Law.
Yep, Murphy, baby.
Murphy's Law. I don't want to rock the boat on this one.
Murphy.
That is by the way, that is a solid name and finishing move.
Yeah, it's really good. In the darkest match of the night, Natalya versus Ruby Riott, where Ruby has promised to put Natalya through a table with her father's visage on it.
Ruby Riott.
Ruby Riott, please.
This is gonna be my first breaking the mold pick. I'm gonna say Natalya, because what the fuck, guys?
I have no ill will against Jim the Anvil Neidhart, who is a great man, and I love his memory, but still, this is the most fucking wrestling thing.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. There's no good heel on Raw now that Bliss is gone. So Ronda has no one to defend the title against at, like, the next pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Putting Natalya through a fucking, like, table that has a fat head of her deceased father on it is the most heel shit you can do. And automatically sets you up as a contender for the Royal Rumble.
The fucking fat head reference was very good, Dylan.
I fucking...
Alright.
So that's why I chose Ruby Riott. That's not what's gonna happen, but it's the only logical, like that's the most logical, terrible thing that can happen.
Up next, triple threat match. The Bar versus the New Day versus the Usos for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships.
Man, I don't fucking know.
Right?
Yeah. It's gonna be good. We can say it's gonna be good, but we just can't say who's...
Yeah, it's always good with these guys in it.
But it's also the fact that it's the 9th time this match has happened this year.
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't. The New Day. New Day.
Okay. Blake.
I don't see.
We should all take one. Here, we'll each pick one. At least one of us gets
All right,
it.
I'll take the Bar then.
Oh, good, because I was about to welcome everyone to the Uso Penitentiary.
Yep.
Ooh, so.
Ooh.
Also, my favorite theme song to work out to is that one. I'm just like, yes, I am in the Uso Penitentiary. Elias versus Bobby Lashley in the most WCW ass match of the night. It's a ladder match, and above the ring is Elias's guitar.
So I feel that Elias has to win this, but that Bobby Lashley sacrifices Leo Rush to get fucking hit with a guitar,
Okay.
and then gets his heat back by spearing Elias. So Elias.
Wait, Getting the guitar does not mean you win. It just means you have the guitar.
Oh.
I'm gonna say Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, Bobby Lashley. Elias is gonna get that guitar, and then Bobby Lashley is gonna throw a Leo Rush into it head first.
Yeah.
No, I'll still choose Elias. It's a guitar match. Like it'll be WCW when the guy that has a guitar loses the guitar on a fucking pole match.
This is
okay.
This is WWE tables, ladders, chairs, and guitars.
Is Jeff Jarrett gonna come and help Elias?
God, that'd be great. And then they sing it duet. Road Dogg joins in. All of a sudden, there's a concert. Fucking R-Truth comes out and dance breaks in the middle of it for no reason.
I mean, if we're gonna go full WCW.
Honky Tonk Man comes in, makes everyone real sad. Alright. Up next, Finn Balor versus Drew McIntyre. It's a battle of the aisles.
So here's the thing. Finn needs this match more. Like a lot more.
So Drew's gonna win.
Well, no, here's the thing. They might pull the demon.
Oh, they might. The demon card is still one that has not yet to come out.
Yeah. 'Cause like someone has to challenge Brock Lesnar at the Royal Rumble.
It was last year at TLC that Finn Balor defeated AJ Styles, wasn't it?
Yeah, in the last minute match. Yeah.
Like this seems. Also, Dylan, I'm not going to spoil what my pick is going to be for a certain match, but it's going to be Braun versus Lesnar.
Didn't we just watch... I hate this, because if Braun wins, it's like, then why did he get destroyed the last title shot he had?
Well, that to be fair, that was after Baron hit him or something.
No, it wasn't. He just straight up got wrecked.
Are you talking about at weird Saudi Arabia?
Yeah.
No, Baron hits him at the beginning of the match. Baron hits him with the title.
Yeah. Right, but like still.
Yeah, no, still it's a fucking squash, but that's the excuse is
a squash is a squash is a squash is a squash. Drew McIntyre.
I forgot we were still doing this.
Damn it, I was gonna pick Drew McIntyre.
You still can, asshole.
I'm picking him too, Drew McIntyre. Finn's gonna die.
Fuckers.
Finn's gonna go
I look forward to the sell. I look forward to Finn's sell of the Claymore. That's really what it is.
Yeah. Finn's gonna go.
There's not a lot of points riding on this one, huh?
Oh, wait, no, we still have a few more months. After the new year, depending on where I am, I'm going to start the new year off by being even more reckless and picking only the things I don't want to happen to see how that helps me.
All right. I'm going to save the best match for last. So Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles.
The new Daniel Bryan. Thank you very much.
The new Daniel Bryan.
Fickle, fucking fickle, Scotty. How could you already forget? God. Fickle, Daniel Bryan.
Oh yeah, Daniel Bryan. Sweet Danny B.
Sweet beats.
Ronda Rousey versus Nia Jax.
Ronda.
I hope Ronda wins, but by like fucking like knee bar or something ridiculous.
Yeah. No, see guys, but what could happen is Nia could come out before attack her. No, it's fucking Ronda. What am I saying?
No.
Braun.
Nia, they're gonna, you know what they're gonna fucking do? They're gonna do a spot where Nia punches Ronda in the face.
Yeah.
And they're gonna make you think that it's like, oh, did the same shit we did with Becky, and then Ronda's gonna win.
Yeah.
Yes.
Braun versus Baron. It's a TLC. What the fuck? It's a TLC match.
Yeah.
What's hanging above the ring?
A contract.
Okay. Well, Braun then.
Hey y'all, I came to say I'm gonna win.
Hey, Braun, what's up, buddy?
Sure, we'll go Braun.
Seth Rollins versus Bane for the Intercontinental Championship.
None of y'all would happen to have a quarter handy, would you?
You think burning it down is your ally?
What do you got, Scotty? You haven't picked first yet.
Seth.
You fuck.
Sethy Wethy.
Oh, fuck.
Once you lose the Intercontinental title, then you have my permission to die.
Yes. Okay, I'm not gonna go against it. The coin picked Dean.
I thought you were gonna be like, the coin landed in between my fingers is standing straight up, I'm fucked.
I'll go Dino.
Okay. Fabulous Truth versus Mahalisha. In the finals of the Mixed Match Challenge, each member of the winning team will come in number 30 at the Royal Rumble. Although I'd love if they pull some bullshit and be like, and this year we're bringing back the 40-man Royal Rumble.
Rumble. That would be nice, because I see a lot of, like, comedic places for R-Truth winning can go, and I only see one booking reason for one team to win.
So I'm gonna go with the Fabulous Truth.
Yes.
Yes. All three, Fabulous Truthin'.
Yes.
We're fabulous truthers.
Then again, we had a bad track record of picking against Jinder Mahal last year.
And I am fine with continuing it.
Yeah.
Because
And then finally, match of the night, TLC triple threat for the WWE Women's SmackDown Championship. Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair versus Asuka.
So here's the thing. There's only one wrong answer.
Yeah.
And I'm totally okay with that in a match. So I'm gonna pick Asuka.
Okay.
Oh, fuck you, I was gonna do Asuka.
Blake, you can pick Asuka.
I know, but see, now I didn't do it first, so now I don't feel original.
That's fine. You go pick Charlotte then.
No, that's
I do not want to pick Charlotte.
Really? Because that's my pick is Charlotte Flair.
Okay, here, Blake, just pick Becky. Just pick Becky. Pick the man. You're gonna win if you pick her. She's gonna win this match. It's just he and I both we both hate ourselves in different ways.
I hate myself. Fuck. You know what? You've convinced me
Asuka.
to pick Asuka.
There it is.
No.
No.
Becky's gonna win this match, and she's gonna look into the camera and be like, "Oi, you."
Look into the camera and say, "Fuck you, Blake Tanner," is what she says as she walks into the camera.
And it will make me feel so.
Oh, wait,
actually, no, I did want to change to Becky because I forgot that she was still actually the champion.
Yeah.
Well,
It's been a while.
Well, also, the reason I didn't do Asuka is because Asuka was like, and I know this is kind of bullshit in latest WWE booking, but like, she was the one standing tall on SmackDown, and I still want.
They
she
have
did
kind of
beat Charlotte. I forgot about that.
What?
See, here's the thing. They
By DQ, yeah.
Yeah, but
they-
still, she did.
they've kind of done away with that that like idea of that because they've fucking faked us out the last few times.
Yeah. I just.
It depends on who they're doing it for, though.
Yeah, right. But it's hard to choose, especially for women.
Well, see, with me, the reason why I like it is because it still sets up this concept of, and yeah, you could say that she beat Charlotte by DQ, but it's still not. She didn't beat Charlotte. And so this still sets up this, you can't beat Charlotte, you can't beat Charlotte, you can't beat Charlotte. Cut to WrestleMania, she beats Charlotte for the title. Like, that's...
Yeah, no, I prefer the thing where
It makes sense.
yeah, no, but I prefer the thing where she wins the title and then at like Royal Rumble she beats somebody else on that roster.
She would have to beat Becky.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna flip another coin. No, I'm sticking with Becky.
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
And you know who
See, I like that in the triple threats. From now on, in the triple threats, we're not all allowed to take the same person. I like
Okay.
that as a new house rule. We all have to take one person.
That's cool. I like that.
I like that because I was sitting on Usos waiting for someone else to pick Usos. That way I wouldn't feel weird. And then I was like, oh, good. Just pick it. Yell it. Usos.
I would also like to say that means that in both triple threats, I'm sticking with the champs.
Yeah. Have fun with that, buddy.
Oh boy.
But you know what I'm sticking with?
Wearing adult male diapers.
Well, that's not available on merch.aloadofpurebs.com, but coming
But it should be.
No, but I might put up onesies soon, because I am buying some onesies on there soon.
So
we call it the long show special for when you actually want to watch 205 live.
But where would you get it? Oh, that's right. Merch.aloadofpurebs.com. That's right. That's the website where you can go and get merch for all your favorite BS Network programs, from Fun Fiction to Opposite Attractions, including the Christmas exclusive ugly Christmas sweaters that you can get, ladies and gentlemen. I've made one for each of the shows, so you can get one for Fight Boys, one for BS, one for the BS Network as a whole. Pick that up. Pick up shirts for all your favorite JWF superstars, from Captain Tibbs. I need to put up a new VWO one. Momoa Curry. They all got merch at merch.aloadofpurebs.com. But boys, we've been going long. So I guess it's important that we now cut things over to everybody's favorite commentators, Silver Spoon and Captain Tibbs, for another episode of JWF Monday Night War. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to JWF Monday Night War. I'm your host, Silver Spoon, joined as always by the man who's been to more barcades than I can count. It's Captain Tibbs.
I have over 900 high scores on Pac-Man.
That's right, Tibbs. And speaking of barcades, let's talk about the Barrcade pay-per-view coming up this Sunday. And let me tell you something, we've got some absolutely fantastic matches. We've got Guy Fieri taking on Brunch Boy Baron Corbin in a match for the JWF Championship. But of course, we don't know the stipulation, Tibbs.
Well, so I originally thought that we could do a nice tables, ladders, and arcade machines match.
That's right.
And I decided to change it.
That's right, Tibbs, because now, of course, in the main event, Guy Fieri is going to fight for his opportunity to choose that stipulation as he takes on Baron Corbin's, his affiliates, his cronies, if you will, in the form of the Rat Ascension. And let me tell you something, that's going to be a difficult match for the number one contender. What do you think, Tibbs?
I think that Guy Fieri's just gonna steamroll over those two rat boys, smush them good like rats.
That's right, Tibbs. But in addition to that, let's talk about the amazing match you announced earlier today. It is a CLT match, chairs, ladders, tables, and it is a triple threat tag team match as Bananas in Pajamas take on the BS, the returning team of Blake Tanner and Scottye Moore, and are taking on the VWO. And, I mean, Tibbs, it was an absolutely amazing decision. What made you think about it?
Well, you see, Sills, I thought that we had all of these done matches like tables, ladders, and chairs. So I decided, what happened if you switch it around? You put the chairs first, then you give them the ladders, and then the tables.
That's right, Tibbs.
And then you put in two great teams like the BS, who've just reformed under these great circumstances and against these long reigning tag team champions, and then you smush them all together.
That's right, Tibbs, but one person who did not enjoy that announcement is, of course, the VWO themselves. The men who, of course, interfered in that great number one contenders match we had last week. You could say the men who brought this upon themselves, and they are in the ring right now, and they've got a message for the BS and Bananas in Pajamas.
Hello, is this thing on? Good. So, it seems, once again, Captain Tibbs, old Tibby boy, the guy that's driving the ship, as it were, of the JWF, has decided to prove that he is nothing more than an ignorant country hick, as each and every one of you in this audience is. Because last week, there was a match that was going to prove once and for all who would be our most worthy contender to the championships that we, the VWO, hold around our waists. Now, wouldn't that be a great match to see a good ending to see somebody hoisted up to get a chance to defeat us in the ring? But nobody stood tall at the end of that match, you see. It wasn't the BS. It wasn't Bananas in Pajamas. It was the VWO. I'll be honest, it wasn't even me. It was my brother. The one and only Travis Clouds. He single-handedly decimated and dominated both of those teams in one fell swoop. He laid all of those 4 men out on the mat, left Scottye Moore unable to move after the fact, left Blake Tanner clutching at his neck, steamrolled Bananas and Pajamas into a fine pulp. And despite all of that, despite that proud showing by the VWO, that we are clearly superior to all those men in the ring, Tibbs, in all of his infinite idiocy, decided to put us at a disadvantage. He decided to put us not against one tag team, but 2. And not only that, but put us in a TLC match. I'm so sorry. A CLT match, if that's what we're calling it nowadays. Regardless, it's a match that we don't have to be beaten in, people. We just have to be away from our titles for long enough for somebody to come in and steal them. And that's exactly what Captain Tibbs wants, don't you see? Don't you understand? He knows the only way to get these belts off our waists is to steal them. It is through theft.
Oh, wait, Tibbs! Tibbs, it sounds like the music of some men who are not liking what Griffin Clouds has to say are coming out. It's the BS. Oh, but wait! Looks like Bananas in Pajamas, the former tag team champions, joining them as well. Looks like these 4 men, they're standing as a unit. They're united, Tibbs.
I can't believe it. I've never seen something like this before.
That's right. Now let's go down and hear what they got to say.
Hey, Griffin. Shut up. Stop getting carried away, alright? We, the BS, we are not happy about this announcement either. You think the 2 of us, me, Blake Tanner, Scottye Moore, some of the prime contenders in this division, some of the best, having just freshly reunited, think that we are happy that we have to deal not only with the 2 of you, but we have to deal with Bananas and Pajamas as well.
Whoa, hey, my boy, my buddy, my buckaroo. Don't get worked up over there, Blakey Tan. Listen, I thought we were friends now. I thought we were brothers, compadres. I mean, come on, after last week's show, we went out for a few drinks, had us a couple of throwbacks, and we had us a nice discussion, didn't we, Joey?
Hey, yeah, you know that's right, Johnny boy. Yeah, a couple Jaeger bombs, a couple Kentucky mules. We went all the way to Moscow with those mules, if you know what I'm saying. And hey, that's when the 4 of us, we realized something. We realized that the one fatal flaw that the VWO has is the fact that you just can't keep your noses out of other people's business, if you know what I'm saying. Hey, you see these 4 hard-working boys right here, us men folk. we got the chance to grab those grand little titles off of your waist, the ones that we've held for a while too, you know. And hey, you come out there and decide to ruin that?
Hey, listen, Joey, Johnny, we had us a great time the other night, but listen, we don't care about that, Griffin. We don't care what your brother did, what your brother did while you sat idly by, may I add. In fact, despite what Blake said earlier, I'm excited. I'm excited to actually fight Bananas in Pajamas in an epic CLT match this Sunday. Two teams clashing against one another. An epic 2-on-2 showdown that these people have been begging for.
Hey buddy, hold on.
Yeah.
I see what you're going with here, but a 2-on-2?
Yeah, it's 2-on-2.
Scottye, what about the VWO?
Oh.
Aren't those two supposed to be in the match? It is a triple threat, after all.
You're right. The VWO, I can't lie. The match is for the championship. I guess it's fair that the champions are there, and they will be for a few minutes.
Oh.
And during those few minutes, the BS, Bananas in Pajamas, the four of us are going to make them pay penance for what they've done over the years. We're going to make them bleed. We're going to make them suffer. And after a few chair shots to the head, a couple of power bombs through tables, well, the VWO are going to be out of action. And we can have that great 2-on-2 match this crowd really wants, while the VWO watch on from the outside.
Ooh. Hey boys, to get to that, we gotta wait until Barrcade, eh?
No, I don't like that.
Whoa. Well, why don't we show the VWO exactly what they can expect this Sunday? You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Oh, Tibbs, and it looks like these four men storming the ring, and they are going after the VWO. This is a combined assault, Tibbs.
Beat him up.
That's right. Looks like the BS ganging up on Travis while Bananas in Pajamas laying out Griffin in the middle of the ring. Crowd going crazy. Oh, but wait. Oh, looks like Bananas in Pajamas picking up Griffin. Huge super kick. And then Johnny Bananas going for it, peeling the banana on the tag champ. Oh, but looks like the BS, they think they can do better as they set Travis up for it. A big load of BS. Tibbs, that's an absolutely astounding move. Both of these teams coming together. And let me tell you something. From what I'm seeing, I think this Sunday, the VWO, the championship reign, it'll be ended at these four men's hands. What do you think?
Some can only hope, Sills. I personally think that one of these two teams has every right to walk away with them.
That's right. All four members of both teams raising their hands together, celebrating with the crowd. Oh, but wait, from out of nowhere, the BS tossing dual super kicks on Bananas in Pajamas. Look like the BS want to do this on their own terms, Tibbs. Laying out the former champs, and now looks like they're grabbing those JWF tag titles, holding them high. Tibbs, could we be looking at the next JWF tag team champions right now?
Looks like the BS, they wanted to make their statement. They wanted to put their heels to the ground because, Sills, they may have been a dominant tag team for a while, but they just got back into the game.
That's right, Tibbs. But of course, speaking of men who have been dominant champions, let's talk about the Dylan, a man who all month has been issuing these vicious open challenges where he's come out every single week, defended his title week in, week out, and let me tell you something, they've been match of the year contenders each time, Tibbs.
As always, these last few weeks with the Dylan, he's been completely different, putting on night after night 5-star matches.
That's right, Tibbs. But of course, this week, I don't know if you've noticed, the Dylan is not here. Dylan's not backstage, but he did send us a video earlier from his training camp. And it looks like he's prepping for something big this Sunday at Barrcade.
Hello, everyone. Captain calling you from, the bridge, as I like to call it. Now, you'll notice that I'm not there for the week, and I apologize that you're not getting your, weekly challenge. But you see, it's because I'm training for something much, much bigger. See, I'm building to a brighter horizon, a grander fight. Because you see, after all these weeks of going through men one at a time in the division, I've decided the more efficient way would be to try to take out everyone at once. So you see, this Sunday at Barrcade, I'm issuing the biggest open challenge of them all. I'm going to make sure that this next open challenge is an 8-man Falls Count Anywhere elimination match. See, I'm going to call out the 7 bravest people in the back, and we're going to find out once and for all who really wants this belt. And if there really is anybody in this company willing to fight like I'm willing to fight, willing to go to the lengths I'm willing to go to, because I want each and every man or even woman looking at this belt with envy in their hearts. You know that I will use everything at my disposal. Every chair, every table, kendo stick. Hell, I'll put one of you through the table right in front of Silver Spoon, dump his dumb ass on top of you. I don't care. See, because this is the new symbol of excellence in the industry. And I'll be damned if I let somebody take it from my hand without a fight. And it's gonna be a fight. So if somebody wants to come, wants to step up, if they want to bring someone with them, and that someone wants to bring someone with them, and that someone wants to bring someone with them, and so on 2 more times, then come on. Test the waters. But know that you'll likely fall by the wayside and drown in my excellence like everyone else.
Wow, Tibbs. Dylan issuing an absolutely amazing open challenge. 7 men, an 8-man elimination match this Sunday. Tibbs, can you believe it?
I actually can't. I didn't know that was physically possible.
That's right, Tibbs, but let me tell you something. Dylan, in the past, he's been talking about that craving for a fight, that craving for a challenge. Let me tell you something. This is going to be a huge challenge for him to overcome this Sunday, and I think that Dylan may have just dug his own grave. What do you think?
I think if the Dylan wants a challenge, he's gonna get it. But I would also say, like a jealous genie, be careful what you wish for.
That's right, Tibbs. And of course, speaking of men going through challenges, let's talk about a man who's going to go through a challenge right now. It is, of course, the #1 contender to the JWF Championship, Guy Fieri, as he takes on 2 men, the Rat Ascension, in a match to determine who gets to decide the stipulation for Guy and Brunch Boy Baron's match this Sunday. Tibbs, I mean, do you think Guy has a chance here?
I always think Guy has a chance. You put him up against innumerable odds, and he'll bite his way through the competition.
That's right. Now it looks like Guy starting off against Victor, the smaller man of the two. I don't know if this was a wise decision. Ooh, Guy actually trying to pick him up for a slam. Oh, but Victor jumping out of the way, and a huge chop block on Fieri, taking out the legs. Let me tell you something, Tibbs. That's a wise move. If you can break the limbs, the rest of the tree will fall with it. What do you think?
Guy Fieri, he's always a smart competitor, but be very careful. If you get him incensed, get him enraged, where he's just going through primal instincts. I saw him gnaw a man's hand off once.
That's right, Victor bouncing off the ropes, and ooh, a huge boot to the gut of the King of Flavortown. Guy does not look like he's in a good way, as Victor tags in Connor, who immediately pounces on Guy, raining huge shots down onto the face. And Tibbs, I'll be honest, Guy Fieri's got in no offense. I'm honestly afraid for the King of Flavortown at this point.
He's just biding his time, Silves. He's just biding his time.
That's right. Now Connor actually trying to pick up Guy. Looks like he's trying to finish him off with a huge power-up bomb. Oh, but wait. Looks like the weight of Fieri is just too much for Connor, as Fieri, ooh, quickly reverses, tossing Connor over his back. Oh, and now a huge clothesline to follow it up, and another clothesline. Guy looking like a house of fire, sending Connor careening into the turnbuckle, and a huge splash, Tibbs. Now it looks like he's going for a quick pin. Oh, but wait. Looks like Victor actually distracting Shibata, our faithful referee, distracted with his back turned. Tibbs, what's going on?
I don't know. Shibata should know better than this.
That's right. Oh, but unfortunately he's looking away as Connor hits a big low blow on Fieri. And Fieri is not, it looks like he is knocked out. And now following it up with that big power bomb. I guess he finally got the strength, sending Fieri crashing to the ground, going for a pin. 1, 2. Oh my God! Tibbs, Fieri kicked out. Fieri kicked out at 2. Where is he getting the energy?
I don't know, Sills. It's coming from somewhere deep down within, from the essence of Flavor Town itself.
That's right, climbing back up. Oh, but Connor quickly cutting him off with that huge clothesline. Now tagging in Victor, and now both of the members of the Rat Ascension in opposite corners, and oh no, it looks like they're setting up for it, Tibbs. That vicious fall of rats that they've taken out many men with, that move that won them the JWF Championship. But wait! Fieri jumps up a huge super kick to Connor, and now he's picked up Victor on his shoulders. Looks like he's going for that big food fight on the former tag champion, but wait a minute. Now looks like Connor's trying to stop him, Tibbs.
I told you. Guy Fieri, he was just biding his time. He was waiting. But let's see if this last gasp of energy is enough.
That's right. Unfortunately, Connor's still trying to fight back. Oh, but wait a minute. Guy actually with a huge kick to the gut himself, and now picking up Connor on top of Victor. He has made a rat sandwich out of the Rat Ascension, and there it is! A huge snack attack, sending Victor flying to the ground, his tag partner landing on top of him, going for that pin on Victor. 1, 2, 3, and Tibbs, I didn't think he was going to be able to do it, but it looks like Guy Fieri has won, and he will actually get to choose the stipulation for his match against Brunch Boy Baron. This is amazing.
Delicious.
That's right. Oh, but there it is, Tibbs. The music of the JWF champ himself, Baron Corbin. And let me tell you something. He does not look happy, Tibbs.
I don't think Baron Corbin's ever looked happy in his life, Silves.
Baron, get down here, you son of a bitch. I don't want to wait until Sunday. I want to beat your ass and take that title away right now. Oh, well, Tibbs, the crowd coming up, going crazy for that, but unfortunately, Baron Corbin almost staring motionless on the ramp, that look of fear still in his face. We've talked a lot about in the past about how Baron almost seems like he's afraid of Guy Fieri.
I don't know, Sills. Baron Corbin, he's afraid of a lot of things.
That's right, and it looks like Guy Fieri's still...
like mice.
That's right, which is ironic because he's friends with the Rat Ascension, but it looks like Guy Fieri is still in the ring and he is not leaving. You know what? Fine. Stay away, Baron. Stay on that ramp like the little coward you are. Because this Sunday, you won't have anywhere to run. You won't have anywhere to hide. When you're locked inside a steel cage with me. Oh my God, Tibbs. Well, it looks like we have got our match made for this Sunday, as Guy Fieri takes on Baron Corbin in a steel cage. Tibbs, this is amazing.
As a matter of fact, let's call it a Barrcade match.
That's right, Tibbs. So I guess we've announced all the matches. It's going to be absolutely astounding. We're going to have this Barrcade match as Baron Corbin takes on Guy Fieri. And then, of course, we're going to have that astounding 8-man Falls Count Anywhere elimination match where the Dylan is challenging any active member of the JWF roster to come out and test their mettle. And then, of course, an amazing triple threat CLT match as the BS take on Bananas and Pajamas and take on the VWO to see who can climb that ladder and claim the JWF Tag Team Championships. Tibbs, Barrcade is shaping up to be a fantastic pay-per-view.
I can't wait to get my hands on it and play it.
That's right, Tibbs. But of course, in order to find all that, you're going to make sure you're subscribed to the official BS Network YouTube channel, because this Sunday, it's Barrcade, and it's coming at you. But in order to find out what happens after that, you're going to have to tune in next time to JWF Monday Night War. So, boys, it's been a hell of an episode. What did you learn this week?
I learned that I can actually get Ric Flair a bottle of limoncello for Christmas.
Yeah. What up, D?
I'm waiting for WWE's surprise when Asuka comes out in clown makeup and Nazi regalia this Sunday.
And I learned that the most extreme sandwich of all is a CLT. So Dylan can be found on Twitter at SexyChuckyT. Blake, where can they find you?
You can find me at Blake A. Tanner on Twitter, unless you're JBL.
Yeah.
But much.
I mean, he could still find you. It's just you can't do anything with him.
Yeah.
No, I blocked him back.
Oh, did you?
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I can do that.
Oh wait, hold on. Let me.
F you. Well, F you too. All right.
That's the Twitter equivalent of you can't fire me, I quit.
Let me quickly see if either of them have won the first ever blocking 5K. Well, JBL's not in the lead right now, but unfortunately Goldust right next to him. Neither of them have blocked us yet.
Like I said, all you've got to do is be like, "Hey, I gave you the formula, and you just spit in my face like a bitch."
Fucked it.
Yeah, fuckers. And you can find me on Twitter at Scottye Moore, SCOTTYEMO. Buy all my books on Amazon. And then, of course, make sure to go to audibletrial.com/BSnetwork, where you can get a free 30-day trial of Audible and access to any of my audiobooks I have over there, ladies and gentlemen. So check that out. Check out all the other shows at aloadofpurebs.com. And remember to rate, comment, subscribe, leave us a review on iTunes, which we recently switched podcasting hosts, so things may not have been going to your podcasting app properly, which Dylan pointed out, and I was like, oh shit. But it should be fixed by the time this episode goes up, ladies and gentlemen. And as always, you can find us at aloadofpurebs.com. Step up to the merch table at merch.aloadofpurebs.com. Find us on Facebook, donate to the Patreon, subscribe on YouTube, and remember to follow us on Twitter at FightBoyShow Chuck Taylor. Because when you're a fight boy, you're a fight boy for life!